to break ground on a new amphitheater that will go up right next to Heinz Field.
Even though it will be a privately operated venue, $4 million in tax money will help to build it. Katie investigator Paul Martino is here now with a You Paid For It report. Paul?
Stacy, I don't have to remind you about the uproar when we spent hundreds of millions of dollars building a couple of new stadiums here on the North Shore. Quite unpopular then, but along with it came a promise that private money would pour in here on the North Shore for new private developments. And that's why tonight a conservative watchdog group is asking this question. Why are more state dollars needed now to build a new amphitheater here? When you paid $150 million to build Heinz Field, it meant a lot more revenue for the Steelers. And according to Forbes magazine, it sharply increased the team's value to more than $600 million. So when the Steelers announced plans to build an amphitheater on the North Shore, they promised to use their money instead of yours. But now, nearly 2 years later, it turns out state tax dollars are funding 1/3 of the $12 million cost.
It's just a misuse of tax money.
Jake Hulk heads the group that led opposition to taxpayer funding of the stadiums. For Hulk, the amphitheater money is adding insult to injury.
I mean, it was enough to get all those hundreds of millions to build 2 new stadiums, and now to come back and ask for $4 million more, I just don't get that.
The new amphitheater will sit just across the river from the privately built Chevrolet amphitheater. So far, Clear Channel Entertainment, owner of that amphitheater, won't comment about what amounts to taxpayer-funded competition for them. But Governor Ed Rendell defends the use of taxpayer money to build an amphitheater for the Steelers.
You know, I understand the value of entertainment and arts and culture. It's how we took Philadelphia from the doldrums and made it one of the most economically vibrant cities in America.
And besides, says Rendell, Mayor Tom Murphy pushed for the $4 million from the state. A spokesman for the mayor says the amphitheater is an important component of long-promised North Shore development. But the Allegheny Institute isn't so sure.
Why do we need the public money to support another entertainment venue? This county, this area has plenty of entertainment venues.
As for the Steelers, team president Art Rooney was happy to give us an interview about the amphitheater project. But when we went back and asked him to talk about the taxpayer funding, a team spokesman told me this isn't a legitimate story, and they won't respond to anything said by the Allegheny Institute. And there's one other unanswered question about this amphitheater. Who's going to own the land that the amphitheater sits on? If the Steelers merely lease the property from the Stadium Authority, it means the city, the county, the school district won't get any property tax revenue out of the deal. So far, the Steelers tell me they haven't decided yet if they're going to purchase the property and then end up paying taxes on top of it. Live on the North Shore, Paul Martino, KDKA TV News.
An overturned cement truck made for a mess on the